this morning. It's good to see all of your beautiful and handsome faces. I love it. So since we've been made aware that we were changing churches, right? Locations. Buildings. There we go. Buildings. Sorry. Locations or whatnot. And God kind of started speaking to me about vision and direction. And with that comes a lot of different things. So he's been really sparking into me, like to search and within me what my vision is and my direction for my life in different areas, and how to be led by that. And I think it's Hebrews. I didn't write that one down. I'm sorry, but it's where there's lack of vision, the people perish, right? And so without hope, we all crumble. That's not the right words, but it's It's great. But we need to be led, and we need to make sure we're seeking the vision from God. In Jeremiah 29:11, it says that he has hopes and dreams for us, and that he has a plan for us. And so we have to remember that when he does those things, he's going to speak to us. But it's very important that we write them down. In Habakkuk 2:2, it says, write it down and make it plain and be exact. So as you're spending time with God, I want to challenge each one of you to find out if God is giving you a new vision or expounding on that vision and direction, and how he wants to move and direct you. And as you're doing that, tie scripture, if you can, to the things that you want, to even be your financial freedoms, to your increased tithing, increased membership, right? We should be doing those things for our church in general. But then also in our own lives, we should be doing those things. And as we spend time with God, we can be faced or tempted to be faced with what the world is also doing. So right now, everybody, the hot topic is manifestation. Yes, manifest your future. Oh, write it down, do these things. But this is a very biblical concept. And we know, because we spend time with God, what he's speaking to us and how he's leading us. But the enemy in Exodus 7:22 can also duplicate the things that are for us as well. So we can be faced with the right choice, or we can be faced with a counterfeit. So it is our job as we spend time with God is to make sure we're praying and being led before we make those decisions, so that we're not going towards the counterfeit rather than the real one. So as you're spending time with God, he is going to reveal things to you, and there's no way to know or to spot a falseness unless you bring it before God. So in Matthew 24:24, it says, Jesus warns us, for the false Christ and the false prophets will appear and perform great signs and miracles to deceive even the elect, if we're possible. So, and then we're warned that it is possible because Exodus 7:22, also in 2 Thessalonians 2:9, it says, the coming of the lawless one will be accordance to the work of Satan and displayed in all kinds of counterfeit miracles, signs, and wonders. So as you spend time with God and you're being directed, be okay with writing down your exact plan and bring it before him and say, God, is this you? Is this of you? And he wants us to have the desires of our hearts. He wants us to have those things, to include different relationships and our jobs, our direction, our ministries. We're often given signs and visions of what God's called us to do. And sometimes, because it's not the right time, we can forget where those are, and those dreams can be laid aside and be sleeping. But instead, we can ask God to reveal them or bring them to the forefront of our memory so that we can continue to pray for those and ask for the timing or prepare for those things to come into effect, so that we can have that awakened dreams, those things that come upon us, and be able to walk in the fruitfulness of God and the visions and the dreams that he has for us. So be careful of your counterfeit and be led.